right now on SAU Weekly, Brighter Spaces.
Any student who has worked in any LMS is going to be able to navigate Bright Space quite easily.
Why the university will soon be saying goodbye to Blackboard. And going mobile.
It's just a way for us to try to encourage people to slow down.
New mobile speed cameras are hitting Davenport streets, where they're deployed and what drivers need to know to avoid a costly surprise. And in sports, full steam ahead. The SAU football star who's now a Quad City Steamwheeler. Your latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University starts right now.
Welcome to this edition of SAU Weekly, your source for the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University. I'm Bradley Thiessen Cooper.
And I'm CJ Boone.
The Davenport City Council is taking a stand against proposed state legislation tied to immigration enforcement. City Council members drafted a response addressing Iowa House File 2041, a local bill requiring local police to cooperate with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE. But the city is reaffirming the mission of the Davenport Police is to protect the well-being of the entire community. City leaders say ongoing resource and staffing shortages mean police must prioritize crime prevention and response. Alderwoman at large Jasmine Newton says this legislation is overreaching.
The concerns Davenport has is that it takes away local control. Okay, it's important to understand there's already laws on the books in the state of Iowa that require police to do certain things with ICE. I think that's chapter 27A. This takes it even so much further, and it essentially takes away local municipalities' control over their own police officers.
The response has been forwarded to the state lawmakers as the bill continues through legislature. Here at SAU, our campus security team says that they are committed to fostering a safe environment. They say if you're approached by or aware of any law enforcement on campus, to contact the Public Safety Office.
Drivers in Davenport may have noticed metal cabinets popping up on the side of the road. It's all a part of a new effort to slow down drivers in the city. Davenport is now deploying mobile speed cameras that enforce speed limits 24/7 using speed camera technology inside, like the police department vans that drivers are used to seeing. The city says most of the cabinets are in school zones and adjust those speed limits based on the time of day.
Speeding in those areas can be so much more dangerous, especially when the kids are out and around. So trying to get people to be more mindful of their speed, especially in those areas, just helps us with that whole goal of keeping people safe.
For more information and to see where the next location will be, you can visit the City of Davenport's website.
St. Ambrose University welcomes a new director of public safety to lead campus security efforts. Ryan Lebo has taken the position after serving for the Davenport Police Department for almost a decade. Lebo graduated from the University of Iowa in 2014 with a degree in criminology and psychology. While in the Davenport Police Department, Lebo obtained his master's degree in public safety administration at Western Illinois University. Here at St. Ambrose, Lebo plans to hire more staff, upgrade the physical security of campus, and add more security cameras.
Help continue pushing St. Ambrose to be as safe as possible so that students and faculty have a great place to work, live, and learn.
St. Ambrose will also transition to having all campus security offers hired by the university and does not contract through Permar Security. Lebo hopes that this switch will help students be more familiar with campus security officers.
Beginning this summer, students and faculty alike will see the launch of a new online learning system as the university transitions away from Blackboard into Brightspace. The decision was made following a team review that took place across both campuses. The new Associate Vice President of Online Learning says it's all a part of the university's commitment to improve student learning.
I think that any student who has worked in any LMS is going to be able to navigate Brightspace quite easily. But I think first-time users will be impressed by their experience in it, and people who are coming into it from other LMSs or from prior experience at other institutions will find that it's a pretty easy transition for them.
We're hoping also to be able to create some additional consistencies to make it more seamless for you to be able to hand in assignments or to find materials as you're working through different aspects to your class. And so that way we're able to do that in a more user-friendly way in the Brightspace platform than we were able to do in the Blackboard Ultra platform.
Brightspace will launch at SAU during summer classes with a full launch expected this fall.
It was nothing but goobers and giggles inside the Health Sciences building on Monday as they hosted their annual Baby Lab. Babies from the community are invited to the center, giving students the opportunity to evaluate their development. Students say the opportunity for hands-on learning offers a refreshing change of pace.
We're currently taking a class that has to do a lot with pediatrics therapy, so getting to experience kind of that 0 through 1 age range. Really fun. Personally, I don't see myself pursuing pediatrics, but just to get the change of pace has been really, really exciting and a fun opportunity.
Baby Lab welcomed 40 babies and over 100 students across multiple health science programs.
This week, the Kadich Gallery holds the lifelike and eye-opening work of John Hunting Hansen. Hansen says his fascination with letting discarded items tell the story of a life is a focus of his work. Many of the pieces honor Hansen's father. The SAU and greater Quad Cities community is invited to stop by and see his work.
All the pieces are sort of reflect the work that his father did or you might do on a farm. But then, so the work is who you are, the work that you're doing and your identity get kind of blended together.
Gallery hours are Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can also attend a Q&A with sculptor John Hunting Hansen on Monday, February 16th at 2 p.m. The exhibit will close on the 27th.
Coming up next on SAU Weekly, our theater department sets the stage for more spring productions.
In this week's What's the Buzz, we take a look at what's ahead in the studio theater and how you can get involved. We'll be right back.
Tune in to KALA and hear something different. Programming that celebrates the diversity of our listeners. We're advocates for the arts, showcasing your favorite music from around the world. We're storytellers, producing award-winning news and educational podcasts. We're dedicated sports fans, bringing you the latest Fighting Bee action from St. Ambrose University. We're a learning lab, mentoring the next generation of broadcasters and content creators. A part of your community for 5 decades. We're KALA Radio, 88.5 FM and 106.1 FM. Turn it on and turn it up. Ready the studio in 3, 2.
Welcome to this edition of SAU Weekly, your source for the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University.
We begin with breaking news after a vehicle crashed into a non-residential campus building overnight.
We should always have places to promote inclusivity on and off campus.
You guys got the opportunity to scrimmage against 3 Division I basketball teams. How did your team benefit from that later on in the season?
Well, I think it's just a great experience for our players.
Being able to run and be around the people that I enjoy gives me a reason to be passionate about running.
Welcome to Stingers, discussions with SAUBs over everyone's favorite drinks.
What happens to you though, seriously, if you drink the whole cup?
You get all your papers done. And
yeah, right.
A new semester means a new slate of shows from SAU Theatre.
In this week's What's the Buzz, SAU Weekly's Callie Thomas sits down with theater chair Dan Hale to preview their spring productions.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined now by Professor Dan Hale, chair of SAU Theatre. Thanks for having us, Dan.
It's great to be here.
So first question is, what can we expect this semester from the theater department in terms of shows and opportunities to get involved?
Well, there's a lot going on this semester. In fact, there are some students already in rehearsal for a student-led production of The Last 5 Years, which is a musical that starts at the beginning of one relationship and the end of another, and they kind of overlap halfway through to the end of the play. And so you can start this semester by being an audience member. It'll be the weekend of February 14th, so for Valentine's Day. Other ways you can get involved, we have our first fail-safe coming up. It's the first Thursday of every month at 8:00 p.m. down here in the Studio Theater. You can come and have some free popcorn and see a variety show starring the students. Or if you want to be in the show, you just have to keep your act to 5 minutes or less. You can sign up before Sunday at midnight using the QR codes that are around campus, or contact me directly. And then we have a musical this spring, A Year with Frog and Toad. And that doesn't open until April 26th, but auditions are coming up in February.
Alrighty. Next is, when are auditions for the spring play, and what is the play about?
Well, the spring play is about a frog and a toad. It's based on the children's books by Arnold Lobel, and it kind of follows Frog and Toad on some adventures as friends throughout the year. Auditions are going to be February 16th and 17th. That's Monday and Tuesday at 6:00 p.m. in the Galvin Fine Arts Center. It is a musical, so we ask that you prepare 16 bars or a verse and a chorus of a song and be prepared to sing for us. But there's also a few parts that don't sing. So if you just want to be involved and you're not a singer, you can let us know that too. And we'll have some exercises for you to do for auditions.
For newbies, do they have to audition for Failsafe if they aren't involved in theater?
What's great about Failsafe is it's for everybody. So if you're not a theater person, or if you're not a music person, or you're not in a jazz ensemble, or you don't get in the play, you can come perform every month down here with Failsafe. So there's no audition. You just have to sign up and say you've got something you want to do, and then we support you and find a way to make it the best it can be. So we get jugglers, we get piano players, we get Irish dancers and tap dancers and singers and writers and poets. It's a true variety show starring the students, and you just have to have a passion for performing, and that's the only prerequisite.
Alrighty. What can students do to help in the theater department? Are there spots for those wanting to help backstage?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're not on stage, we do need you backstage too. We can have you run the light board or run the soundboard. There's moving scenery, there's painting, there's building, there's construction, there's design, there's all sorts of opportunities. So if you're interested in any of those things, just reach out to me or Aaron Hook. My email's haildanielk@sau.edu. Aaron Hook is hookaaron@sau.edu.
All right, thanks again for having us, Dan, and we're looking forward to all the productions here in the Studio Theater.
Well, thanks for having me. Should be a lot of fun.
Coming up next, in sports, moving on up, we'll tell you which SAU football star will soon become a Quad City Steamwheeler.
And rocketing to success, which esports team is looking to stay undefeated this season?
Join SAU Weekly's Camden Connor as he takes you inside SAU athletics. Stay tuned.
Visit Ragged Records, one of the largest record stores in the Midwest. Browse more than 30,000 new and used records, from timeless classics to new releases, and rare finds in every aisle. New to collecting vinyl? Check out our large selection of stereo equipment to spruce up your listening experience. Find your groove at Ragged Records, located along Motor Row in Davenport, and in Rock Island next to Roz Talks.
Capture a piece of the past with Trash Can Annie, where vintage meets vibrant in every stitch. Browse our carefully curated collection of clothing and accessories, ranging from the late 1800s to current styles. Dress to impress with Laura's unique style and wardrobe consultations. Find a style and make it yours with Trash Can Annie, your destination for timeless fashion.
Whether you're a competitive runner, looking to stay fit, or just looking for comfort and support, Running Wild has you covered. Locally owned for more than 3 decades, Running Wild is the Quad City's trusted source for athletic wear and accessories. No matter your experience level, we'll help you find the right fit with all the top brands for running and walking and the latest in running apparel. Open 7 days a week, just up Brady Street. Don't walk, run to Running Wild, your run specialty store.
After competing in the Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference for a decade, the Fighting Bees may see some new competition next fall. The university has announced they are applying for full membership in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. The athletic department believes the new conference will be a better fit geographically and give SAU student athletes the chance to compete in an elite league. SAU already competes in the Heart Conference in wrestling, football, lacrosse, and esports. If approved, the Fighting Bees would begin competition in the Heart Conference in the fall of 2026. Before Wednesday night's game, St. Ambrose men's basketball was sitting at 8-8 on the season, and the Bees welcomed the equally ranked St. Xavier Cougars to Lee Lohman Arena. The Bees start off strong, hitting back-to-back points. Guillermo Narbona gives a slick pass to Kieran and Farrell for an easy lay-in, making the score 2-0. Ignacio Dacunda makes a smooth, fast break from the other end to make the score 4-0. Solomon Garrison gets the assist from Ignacio Dacunda, swishing at the top of the key to tie the score 16-16. Ignacio Dacunda gives a nice pass over two defenders for a wing shot from Guillermo Narbona, making the score 21-18. Before halftime, Colin Wayne Scott hits a three from the wing to put the Bees up at half 36-34. Colin Wayne Scott leading the Bees with a game high of 24 points. The Bees won the game 93-80. The men's team will host Olivier Nazarene at home on February 14th. In game one of the doubleheader, St. Ambrose women host Mount Mary. In the first half, the Bees jump out quick. Mary Gruber nails the corner three-pointer that makes the score 31-9. A couple minutes later, Emma Rutter hits a three from the opposite corner, making the score 36-12. More from the Bees, a fast break, Jayla Sturgis lays it up and it's in. It's 51-12 going into half. In the second half, the Bees are still going strong. Abby Wolter bounces it past the lane to Izzy Hutchinson, putting the Bees up 52 points. Emma Rutter, coming down the court, passes the ball to Peyton Cowlett, who finds Abby Wolter for a two for her game high of 26. The Bees go on to win easily, 104-28. SAU is now motivated to play their best in the postseason.
Overall, I would say that this year we've competed better. We've stuck with teams we haven't stuck with in the past years, so I think that's a strength.
We also have a chance to make it into the tournament this year, and we're just preparing as hard as we can for these last three games before tournament play starts.
The women's team will also host Olivier Nazarene on February 14th. Most collegiate athletes dream of the day they get the call to go pro. But for one St. Ambrose standout, that dream just became a reality. SAU Weekly's Jess Vargas shows us how Zaire Wilcox is taking his collegiate success to the next level.
From the field of Jack and Pat Bush Stadium to the vibrant arena, Zaire is set for the fast-paced professional indoor league.
You know, we talked a little bit earlier, he's kind of a quiet guy, but when he steps out on the football field, he's there to compete and work really, really hard.
He lets his play do the talking, but behind every touchdown is a motivation that runs deeper than the stats.
Just being able to play after college is exciting because not many people in my family got to do that. So I'm just excited for that opportunity.
Carrying that torch hasn't always been easy. Zaire's journey was fueled by a promise made during his first year of college ball.
My freshman year when I scored my first touchdown, that's one of the biggest ones because my brother died before the season. And I scored that one for him.
The drive caught the attention of the Quad City Steamwheelers.
Obviously, he's fast, and this game is fast. So one thing about Zaire, he can play receiver and he can play running back. And as a running back in the IFL, you got to be able to play receiver because, in this indoor game, it's 8-on-8. So there's not really a lot of receivers out there in the indoor game that can also play running back. So I think Zaire is definitely versatile, and I feel like it would be a great fit for him competing on Steamwheelers coming into the camp.
This path was not handed to Zaire. It was earned. During his tryout, he proved that talent only works if you put in the work.
At the end of the day, if you do what you have to do, if you compete, somebody's there to watch you. You'll get signed. All your talent's not going to go to waste. Somebody's watching. Just know that somebody's watching for sure.
For SAU Weekly, I'm Jess Vargas.
Thanks, Jess. The Fighting Bees esports team is buzzing with confidence as they take on the virtual arena once again. After an undefeated fall season, the SAU Esports Rocket League team is back and ready to defend its spot at the top. The Bees dominated the Midwest Valley Esports Conference this past November, capturing the conference and tournament title and cementing themselves as one of the top Rocket League programs in the region. That success carried over into December as the team's performance helped St. Ambrose Esports earn Team of the Month honors.
I'm really proud of what me and my teammates did last season, and I think that we set a really good example for what esports can be in the present and in the future.
The Fighting Bees Rocket League team will be back in action next week against William Penn. The men's lacrosse team are wasting no time preparing for another successful season. The goal this season is simple: win the conference championship and compete for a national title. The Bees wrapped up 2025 with an impressive 6-2 mark in conference play. St. Ambrose advanced to the Hart Conference Championship game before coming up just short to William Penn. The 2026 season started with a road trip to Michigan and a 2-game split. After falling to Madonna, the Bees bounced back with a big win over Siena Heights. Sophomore Cameron Washington led the way with 2 goals and 5 assists. That earned him the Heart of America Offensive Player of the Week. Junior Aiden Fergus was also named the Hart Defensive Player of the Week. To get their team into their best form, the Bees opened up their preseason training earlier than usual.
Coach had a good plan in order. We got there 2 weeks early. Usually we came back 1 week early, and we started soon. We started quick. We brought the high energy and lots of conditioning and a lot of weights as well. And we came prepared.
Guys knew that coming in we were just going to be pushing it from the tempo right away with practicing hard, physical, conditioning a lot, running a lot, as well as getting some weight training in. So they actually kind of went over that I expected how the off-season was going and everything like that.
After traveling for their first 2 matches of the season, the Fighting Bees will play their first home game against Taylor on Saturday, February 21st at St. Vincent's Athletic Complex. You can catch the full episode of Inside SAU Athletics featuring our men's lacrosse team on the SAU TV YouTube page and on The Hive. That'll do it for sports. I'm Camden Connor.
And that's all we have for you on this edition of SAU Weekly. We'll be back next week with some of the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University.
Remember to check out the SAU TV Facebook and Instagram pages for our newscasts, top stories, and more. You can also find them on The Hive at sauthehive.com.
We'll leave you with this week's campus question. What's your ideal Valentine's Day gift? Thanks for watching.
Ideal gift would probably be some money.
A BMW M4.
Just time together, like time spent together, like a day or just watching a movie together.
Those bouquet of candy, preferably Reese's.
A squishmallow. Flowers. Probably just like a date that I don't have to plan.
Yeah, I was gonna say a bouquet of flowers or a date to a nice restaurant.
I think a vacation to Turks and Caicos.
A new car would be nice.
A kitten.
Probably just a nice big bag of some Reese's peanut butter hearts.
I would love for the Bears to trade for Max Crosby. That'd be amazing.
Box of chocolates is always a great thing to get.
I'd say the Reese's Hearts.
A bunch of gift cards from different places like Chipotle or Cane's, something like that.
Bruno Mars concert tickets.
Just any kind of chocolate.
An engraved bracelet for my boyfriend.
New AirPods.
Be something handmade.
A break.
I'm just thinking, a hot tub and some quality time.